I used to think ghost stories were fake. I mean, I'd watch all those paranormal videos on TikTok and just laugh. But after what happened last summer, I don't even sleep with my lights off anymore. It started when my parents left me at my aunt's house for a week. She lives in this small, quiet town, and her house is kind of old. Like the floor creaks every time you walk, and the windows whistle at night. She's super nice, but she works night shifts at the hospital, so most nights it was just me alone in that big, empty house. The first night was fine. I watched Netflix till like 2 a.m., scrolling through my phone half asleep. But around 3, I heard something from the hallway, like footsteps. Slow ones. I thought it was my aunt coming home early, but when I called out, no one answered. The sound stopped right outside my door. I waited a few seconds, holding my breath, but then it just went quiet. I told myself it was just the house creaking and went back to sleep. The next night, it got weirder. I was brushing my teeth in the bathroom when the light above the mirror started flickering. Then the faucet next to me suddenly turned on full blast. I froze, staring at the water. My first thought was maybe the handle was loose, but when I reached to turn it off, I swear the water felt ice cold, like freezing, even though it was a hot night. I shut it off and just hurried back to my room. Before sleeping, I texted my aunt about it, and she just said, "Don't worry, that happens sometimes. Old pipes." I tried to believe that, but I noticed something she said in her message that stuck with me. She said, "That happens sometimes, like it was normal." By the third night, I couldn't ignore it anymore. I woke up around 3 again because I felt like someone was watching me. I turned on my phone flashlight and looked around, but nothing was there. Then, from the corner of my eye, I saw movement in the mirror across the room. I looked straight at it, and there was a woman standing behind me. She wasn't clear, just this pale, foggy reflection, but I could see her long black hair and her face. Her eyes were completely white. I spun around, but no one was there. When I looked back at the mirror, she was gone. I didn't sleep the rest of the night. I just sat in bed with my lights on until morning. When my aunt came home, I told her what I saw. She got really quiet. Then she said, "You probably saw the mirror in the hallway, not your room one." But I swear, I wasn't imagining it. The next night, I tried recording. I set up my phone facing the mirror before sleeping. Around 2:45 a.m., I woke up again, but this time I didn't move. I just laid still, pretending to be asleep. I could hear faint footsteps again. This time, they were heavier, slower, like someone dragging their feet. They stopped right beside my bed. I wanted to look, but I couldn't. My whole body felt frozen. Then I felt it, something brushing against my arm. It was cold, like freezing cold. When I finally had the courage to move, I jumped up and turned on my light. Nothing. The door was still locked. I grabbed my phone to check the recording. My hands were shaking so bad, I almost dropped it. The video started normal. I could see myself sleeping. Then around 2:43, the door behind me slowly opened, even though I had locked it. And then this shadow, like a tall, thin figure, walked into the frame. It just stood there beside my bed, watching me for about 30 seconds. Then it leaned close to my face. The screen got all statusy, but right before it glitched out, I could see it clearer. A woman's face, pale, smiling, eyes white. I deleted the video immediately. I didn't even want proof. I just packed my stuff, waited for sunrise, and called my mom to pick me up. I didn't even tell my aunt goodbye.